Hello students, welcome to Chanakya Academy online tutorials. Myself Kailash Vilegave. In the last video, we have seen about the prokaryotic cell structure and the components of prokaryotic cell. In this video, we are going to study about the eukaryotic cell. As we know, U means true, karyon means nucleus. The cells which having true nucleus is known as eukaryotic cell, and this eukaryotic cell contains four kingdoms, that is kingdom protistas, fungi, animalia and plants. Means the kingdom from these four are nothing but they having in their structure, that is eukaryotic cell. So we will discuss only animal cell and plant cell because it is a part of your syllabus. So we will discuss about first, that is animal cell. Animal cell is mainly divided into three parts, that is first cytoplasm, second plasma membrane, and third, that is nucleus. In this cytoplasm, the membrane bound structures are present, while this plasma membrane is hold this cytoplasm from all around it, and a nucleus is the control processing unit of cell which is present at the center of the cell. So we will draw the diagram of this animal cell, how it looks like. The typical animal cell is having either circular or a oval in shape. This is a plasma membrane. This one is a plasma membrane, and as we know, this plasma membrane is made up of lipids and proteins, that is lipoproteinous in nature. Lipids and proteins, and a lipid is a bilayer, phospholipids. The structure is like this. As we discuss all these things we are going to discuss into the next videos as we go further for the plasma membrane. Then second, inside this is the inside portion of the cell. Inside this, the cytoplasm is present, which is fluid present in the cell or inside the plasma membrane. Holes is known as cytoplasm, and at the center of this cell one structure is present which is double layer, rounded and discontinuous, or some pores also present at the membrane. This is known as nucleus, and nucleus, this is the double membrane, that is known as nuclear membrane. This part is the nuclear membrane. The dense part present at the center or near to the periphery of the nuclear membrane, that is known as nucleolus. And inside this nucleus, a fluid is present, and this fluid is known as nucleoplasm. This is nothing but the cytoplasm which is present inside the nucleus is known as nucleoplasm. In this nucleoplasm, the embedded nucleoplasm structure is present, thread like structures are present known as chromosomes or chromatins. The number is vary in different type of cells. This is nothing but the chromatin or chromosomes. And the last, the structure, the membrane of this nucleus is somewhat discontinuous and having some pores. This is known as nuclear pore. And these all 5 things, 1 2 3 4 5 things becomes a nucleus. Means nucleus is made up of nuclear pore, nucleolus, and the membrane that is known as nuclear membrane, then nucleoplasm and chromatin. To near of this nucleus, up to the periphery or near to the nucleus, the concave surface containing structures are present, that is known as endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum are of 2 types. This is endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum are of 2 types. One is when the ribosomes are present on endoplasmic reticulum. Suppose this is the one type of endoplasmic reticulum where a dense structure present over it, and due to that it becomes rough. The surface of endoplasmic reticulum contains ribosomes, so the structure becomes rough. So this type of endoplasmic reticulum is known as rough endoplasmic reticulum. And the endoplasmic reticulum without ribosomes is known as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So endoplasmic reticulum are of 2 types, that is, if on the basis of presence of ribosomes, if ribosomes present, then it is known as rough endoplasmic reticulum, and if ribosomes absent, then it is known as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. To near of this, some structures, dumbbell shaped structures are present known as Golgi bodies. These are nothing but the Golgi bodies, or it is also known as Golgi apparatus. The concave surface is towards the nucleus and the convex surface is toward the plasma membrane, and this is in animal cell. Golgi bodies or Golgi apparatus are near to the nucleus. This is the one feature of animal cell. Then along with these, some structures are also present which contains enzymes known as lysosomes. Lysosomes contains some enzymes in it. Near about more than 50 enzymes are there which are help this cell for the metabolism purpose. So this lysosome is also known as suicidal sacs. We will see this later on. Then along with this, some structures like cylindrical structures also present. Lysosomes are numerous in number in animal cell. Some cylindrical structures which contains two membrane structures, and outer membrane is smooth while the inner membrane having some folds in it. So this structure is known as mitochondria, or it is also known as powerhouse of cell. Same, it is also numerous in number, numerous in the one cell, and outer surface is smooth while the inner surface is somewhat rough. Then along with this, near to the nucleus, one structure is present which is rectangular to each other. This is known as centrosome. Centrosome. Near to this centrosome or peripheral to the centrosomes, 9 fibers are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. These fibers are known as pericentriolar fibers. Pericentriolar fibers. And these two centrosomes, which are rectangular to each other by making a right angle to each other, to this periphery some fibers are present. They are 9 in number, and this whole structure is known as these two centrioles are there. Whole structure is known as centrosome. Centrioles. This two structure is known as centriole, and to periphery this centriole, the pericentriolar fiber is present, and the whole structure is known as centrosomes. Along with this, some vacuoles also present, which is small in size and numerous in one cell. Vacuoles also present to this. Then the last structure which is present in this cell, that is ribosomes. Ribosomes. As we know, in eukaryotic cell, the ribosomes are having ATS structure, and ribosomes are helpful for formation of proteins. Along with this, threads are also present, that is known as cytoskeleton. We will draw this like this, which is present throughout the cell. This is known as cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton, which gives the mechanical support of each and every part of the body or cell organelles. Cytoskeleton is of two types, that is microtubules and microfilaments. As this name indicates, tubules means it is like a tube, inside it is hollow thread, and made up of a protein known as tubulin protein. While this microfilament, the filament is solid, dense filament, and made up of a protein known as actin protein, actin type of protein. And This is the animal cell, an animal cell having some structures in it, and these all structures are membrane bound structures except these ribosomes. The unique feature of this animal cell, that is the plasma membrane is exposed. This is exposed, direct contact with the other cell. And second, that is centrosome is present in animal cell. Centrosome is present in animal cell. This is whole about the animal cell. We will discuss about the plant cell, which is again a eukaryotic cell. Means it contains a nucleus inside it. So plant cell is having polygonal in shape or hexagonal in shape. I will draw this like this. A cell is like this. Hexagonal in shape. This is a plasma membrane of the plant cell. And outer side of this plasma membrane, a extra membrane is present known as cell wall. Which is made up of cellulose. So it is known as cellulosic wall or membrane. Somewhere this cell wall is discontinuous or a space is present. This is known as pit. Here and here, pit. This greenish color, that is known as cell wall, and this is the plasma membrane. Means as compared to the animal cell, the cell wall is one thing which is present in only plant cell, which is absent in animal cell wall, which is cellulosic, made up of cellulose. Pit is there, or it is also known as plasmodesmata. The function of this plasmodesmata, it transfer the cytoplasmic content from one cell to the adjacent cell. Means this is the one type of communication between two cells. Then same inside this, the vacuoles is there, but a vacuole as compared to the animal cell, it is a bigger one. Near about 80 to 90% of total space of the cell is occupied by this vacuole. And vacuole, it contains water, minerals and ions. It contains water plus some minerals plus ions. So this is whole is known as sap, means sap is present inside the vacuole, and this sap contains water, minerals and ions. As the vacuole is bigger in size, the nucleus present in the plant cell is somewhat near to the periphery or near to the plasma membrane. So it is same as that of animal cell, double layer, same as that of animal cell and double layered structure. This is nothing but the nucleus, and same as that of animal cell, this is also contains a dense structure known as nucleolus, then nuclear pore, this is nuclear membrane, and the threads which is present inside this is known as chromatid threads or chromatin or chromosomes. Chromatids. And the last, that is nuclear pore, that is the fluid present or cytoplasm present inside the nucleus is known as nucleoplasm. Nucleoplasm, and this whole make a nucleus. Then next to this, same as that of animal cell, periphery to this, smooth and rough endoplasmic reticulum is there, smooth and rough endoplasmic reticulum, which will cover the nucleus. And as we know, if the ribosomes are present, then endoplasmic reticulum becomes rough, the surface of endoplasmic reticulum becomes rough, so it is known as rough endoplasmic reticulum, RER. And if the surface is not having the ribosomes, so it is known as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The difference between animal and plant cell we will discuss in next slides, but here the Golgi bodies is just near to the plasma membrane, and the concave surface is toward the plasma membrane. Here concave surface is toward the plasma membrane, the number of lysosomes are less as compared to the animal cell. This is known as microbodies. In plant cell, microbodies are of three types. Microbodies. Then the mitochondria is there, same as that of the outer made up of two surfaces. Outer surface is smooth, and while inner surface which having folds, mitochondria. Then ribosomes. Ribosomes are also there, and the unique feature, that is a green color structure is present known as chloroplast. Inside this chloroplast there are a stalk of thylakoid membrane is there, a stalk of thylakoid membrane, intergranal lamellae. The thylakoid stalk is known as granum. This is a granum made up of thylakoid. Structure is thylakoid, and that inside this thylakoid, inside this granum, thylakoids are there, and inside this thylakoid, double membrane structure is this thylakoid, and inside this thylakoid, chlorophyll pigment is there, which is very important for the photosynthesis. This granum are connected with each other by intergranum lamellae. Granum lamellae. Then the microbodies are of three types, that is lysosomes, then second peroxisomes, and glyoxysomes. The function of these all three are metabolism, or it helps cell for the metabolism purpose. This is all about the plant cell. The unique feature of this plant cell, as we discussed the animal cell unique features, the plant cell also have the unique features. Like first, it have cell wall, and second, plastids are present, and plastids are nothing but the pigments, means this is nothing but the plastid. Chloroplast is a plastid. These are the two unique feature which is present inside the plant cell. This is all about the plant and animal cell structure. In the next video, we will discuss the difference between this plant cell and animal cell, as well as we will discuss about the difference between eukaryotic cell and prokaryotic cell. Thank you.